Your cat just walked into the room, sat across from you, and stared. Then their tail gave one slow, deliberate flick. You smiled. You moved on. But that tiny movement was a complete sentence. Your cat has been speaking a language made entirely of tail positions every single day. And once you understand what they are actually saying, you will never look at your cat the same way again. Have you ever noticed your cat walking toward you with their tail pointing straight up like a little flagpole? It looks almost comical, but what is actually happening is extraordinary. Scientists who study feline behavior discovered that cats only evolved this upright tail signal to communicate with humans. Wild cats almost never do it with each other, not with birds, not with other cats in the yard. Your cat invented this greeting specifically for you. That flag, held high and proud, is the feline version of a warm, open-armed hello. Every single time your cat approaches you that way, they are choosing to say, "I am glad you are here." That is not indifference, that is devotion, expressed in the only way they know how. What if that slow, low tail sweep you've been ignoring is actually your cat's final warning? When your cat's tail moves in a long, lazy arc close to the ground, not wagging like a dog, but sweeping deliberately, something is building underneath the surface. It is not boredom, it is not playfulness, it is controlled tension. Your cat is overstimulated, uncomfortable, or simply done being touched for now. That slow, rhythmic swish happens right before the hiss, the swat, the sudden bolt off your lap. Your cat is not being unpredictable. They told you clearly before any of that happened. You just did not speak the language yet. That tail was a door. Now you know to read it. Did you know a fully puffed tail has nothing to do with aggression and everything to do with terror? When your cat's tail suddenly doubles in size, their nervous system has been completely hijacked. Adrenaline floods their body in milliseconds. The hair standing on end is totally involuntary, exactly like human goosebumps, but far more dramatic. Your cat is not trying to intimidate you. They are deeply physically frightened. Maybe by a sound you didn't hear, maybe by a shadow you didn't notice, maybe by a memory you will never fully understand. When you see that puffed tail, your cat needs exactly one thing from you. Not laughter, not a phone camera, just calm, quiet presence, proof that the world is still safe. If this is already changing the way you see your cat, hit like and subscribe. There is so much more they've been quietly trying to tell you. Have you ever seen your cat's tail vibrate? Not wag, not flick, but quiver rapidly right at the very base. Stop everything. That is one of the rarest, most precious signals in your cat's entire emotional vocabulary. Behavioral researchers believe this quiver happens when your cat's feelings overflow. Their body literally cannot contain the emotion. It typically appears in those first few seconds when they see someone they love deeply. You after a long day, a companion they missed, a human who has been away. That tiny, rapid trembling is pure, involuntary happiness. It means your cat is so glad you exist that joy is physically spilling out of them. You caused that. You are enough to do that. What about the question mark tail? That gentle upward curl at the very tip, like a small hook. Your cat is not confused. They are not lost in thought. They are extending an invitation. Research into feline social signaling shows this specific shape appears consistently right before cats initiate play or close contact with someone they trust completely. It's the cat equivalent of a smirk and a raised eyebrow, a quiet, "wanna hang out?" Your cat is in a good mood. They feel safe, they feel playful, and they chose you to share that moment with. Don't scroll past it. Don't walk by. That small curl at the tip is one of the loveliest things your cat can possibly say. Did you know a tail tucked tightly beneath the body is one of the most heartbreaking signals in all of feline language? It is not laziness. It is not sleep. Your cat feels genuinely unsafe, small, invisible. They are trying to fold themselves away. Cats who have lived through trauma
Shelters, sudden moves, harsh sounds, loss often fall back to this posture in unfamiliar or threatening moments. Their entire body is turned inward, like a question that has never been answered. If you see this, resist the urge to immediately reach out. Instead, just be there. Sit nearby on the floor. Speak softly, if at all. Let your presence slowly become the answer. Let your cat find out that you are safe. And here's the one that will stay with you longest. When your cat wraps their tail around your leg, your arm, your ankle, or another cat they adore, that's an embrace. Cats don't have arms to pull you close. They don't have hands to hold your own, so they use the one long, expressive part of their body that can actually reach you. Researchers who study feline social bonding call this tail wrapping a deliberate bonding gesture. It is not accidental contact. It is not a stretch. Your cat chose to touch you on purpose with the only hug they are physically capable of giving. The next time that tail curls quietly around your ankle, don't step away. Just stay still. You are being held. Your cat has been talking to you every single day, through every flick, every puff, every trembling quiver at the base of their tail. They never stopped trying to reach you. You just didn't have the words to hear them yet. Now you do. And maybe the most quietly beautiful thing about all of this, your cat's love was never the mystery. The language was. Now you both speak it.